Hey y'all, my name is Abigail Israel, and this is Ladies Night Out. And I have my girl Hanisha here with me today from Moo's Specialty Ice Cream. She is the CEO of Moo's Specialty Ice Cream, and we're gonna get into a little of her journey and her business and how she got where she is today. I know I just did a small introduction, but let them know a little bit more about you, about your business, and just a little light intro.
Okay, so like she said, my name is Hanisha. I'm the CEO of Moo, which is a homemade ice cream business. I started it here in Dayton, Ohio, 2020. So it was during COVID, but it actually started off as a delivery service. So it was Moo homemade specialty ice cream and delivery service.
Okay.
Since I transitioned and I have an in-store location, I kind of took the delivery service part off of it, and I'm just posted up downtown.
So you started during COVID. That's interesting. So what made you decide to start go into ice cream? Like, has that always been an idea of yours?
So kind of, sorta. My grandfather used to make ice cream when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I just remember tasting his ice cream. It was like a traditional vanilla ice cream flavor, but it kind of had like a hint of salt to it. And I remember him churning that big thing. Can we cuss on?
Yeah.
Okay. That big ass thing in the garage. And I just never really seen it since. He kind of got older, you know what I mean? So he just kind of stopped doing that. So as I'm looking at my generation coming up with all of these businesses, I started to think, what could I do? And what would make me stand out from everybody else? You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about my childhood, thinking about things that make me happy, you know, as I'm getting older. And I don't know how, but it just kind of pointed to ice cream. My other grandma was getting rid of a small ice cream maker. And she was like, you know, I'm about to get rid of this. I'm about to throw this out. And I'm like, my boyfriend, he like, girl, we better just take that and just make it. So as I took it, I went home, I made a flavor, and I'm like, that's it. Like, this is what I'm about to do. You know, we don't really have that in the city, so let me be the first to really put this ice cream and be a black-owned, you know, ice cream facility. However I'm going to do it.
Right.
Whether it's a food truck or whatever, you know what I mean? I just wanted to do that.
Okay, so when the name Moo, how did you come up with that?
My nickname is Moo.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Childhood nickname is Moo. My family gave me that name. So when it came to just thinking of ice cream, that always was in the back of my head. I didn't want to be called Moo Moo, but Moo, you know, for the cow, because my ice cream, you know, it's a dairy-based ice cream. It's actually a custard, so I'm just thinking of a cow. So I'm like, Moo. So as I'm thinking of the longevity of my business, I'm thinking about pints of ice cream and each unique flavor that I have. The first name or the first word is just going to be Moo. Moo butter pecan. You know,
Moo Gemini.
Yeah.
Are you a Gemini?
Yes, I am. Today's my birthday.
It sure is. Today is her birthday. I knew that. So this is a special episode. I'm glad you came and spent your birthday with us.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. So how many flavors do you have right now?
I have a 8 flavor case. So I always try to keep a sorbet flavor in there, which is a dairy-free ice cream. But I still, you know, consider that a flavor. So I have an 8 flavor case. I try to keep as many flavors as I can. If not, I substitute the flavors for ice cream sandwiches. So I do make homemade ice cream sandwiches as well, and I try to just keep all of those on deck. And you can make a milkshake out of any flavor that you got.
Is that time consuming? Like, I'm pretty sure it takes up a lot of time, but I guess when I think I've never made ice cream at home.
Yes.
So I'm thinking of making, you know, maybe 100 of those pint-sized ice creams. Like, how long would that take you?
It's like a 2-day process if you kind of just want to round it out, because it takes a while just to make the custard base. The custard base got to freeze for about 4 hours. 4 to 12, you know what I mean? But once you make the ice cream, my machine, it takes about an hour for the ice cream to actually freeze and become a soft serve flavor, but I like hard ice cream. Some people like soft ice cream. I like hard ice cream. I like serving hard ice cream.
Like hard, like you can't get your spoon through
like
it?
Like you scooping it out.
Oh, okay.
You bringing that little machine
okay.
Down come out
Yeah.
Yep, so I got hard ice cream, so that takes 8 hours to freeze. So anything that I make has to be the day before I'm selling it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So you did the Juneteenth festival.
Yes.
How long? Yep. What was that, yesterday, right?
Was that?
Was it Saturday?
I don't even know what today is.
Today is Monday. I think the festival was Saturday.
It was Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Okay, Saturday.
So, yeah, it took me all week. Yep, to make stuff like that.
How much ice cream did you make?
I had 6 flavors, 6 or 7. I had hot fudge sundae. I had a new flavor that I came out with called Pink Starburst. Tastes literally just like the Pink Starburst.
Really?
Yep. I had my strawberry shortcake and my nana pudding. Those 2 are the most popular ones. And I had cake batter ice cream. I had a peach sorbet. I think that's about it. I did pretty good, but the strawberry shortcake, that's what they was fucking with.
Right. So how did you come up with the pink, what'd you say, pink starburst, right? How do you make your flavor, like?
So I do a lot of my research on the internet. I'm not even going to hold you. So people be thinking that I just be on my phone all day. I'm researching. So I'm looking at what the latest trends are, and I'm seeing what people are requesting. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to find neat flavors, but different flavors. Everybody like that pink starburst.
But how do you flavor, like, with, like, how, I don't know.
It's kind of chemistry.
Okay.
I ain't even gonna hold you. A little bit of this, a little bit of cotton candy flavor, and a little bit of strawberry.
And then you gotta keep tasting it to make sure until it get right.
I have a traditional base that'll get me any vanilla flavor. You know what I mean? So everything kind of starts off vanilla with me, unless it's chocolate.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm trying to, like we be doing when we be frying chicken, like,
yeah, right, a little bit of that, right.
And then I write it down. I ain't even gonna lie, I write it down in my recipe book after I realize that it tastes good.
That's what's.
I'm like, yeah, that's a hit.
Like, you really gotta love what you're doing to put that much time into it. That's why when you start in a business, you, like I said in a podcast before, you really gotta go with something you're passionate about, at least a little passionate about, because like you said, you take 2 days to get prepared. Who's spending that much time on something that they really don't want to do? You know what I mean? So that's good. When starting, like, was it expensive to get started?
It was. It was expensive. Not as much as it is now, I ain't gonna lie, because it was a little bit cheaper to buy. I buy a lot of milk. You know what I mean? And it was a lot cheaper.
Right, thanks.
I mean, and during COVID is when it kind of started to go up, but I was still getting at a cheaper price. But now it's like, damn, I'm spending $5 on everything, like minimum $5 on everything. But that's cool when as long as you're making it back. You always want to at least try to make your money back at everything that you do. However, it became expensive when I really realized that this is my thing, and I have to be able to invest in myself in order to get the reward that I'm looking for. So I spent that bag when I really felt like I didn't have it, but I'm reaping the benefit of it now. So the most expensive thing was the freezer. Instead of just using my freezer that I had food in, you know what I mean, with me and my family. So it's like, all right, I got to buy a separate freezer. But what kind of freezer would I buy? I'm going to buy one that I can use for longevity.
Right.
So I had to spend that little bread on the freezer, but I literally made that money back in like 3 months. Yep. And that was before I started putting myself out there and getting in these festivals.
Right.
Once I'm getting in the festivals and I can take the freezer, you know what I mean, wherever I want to go, it's like, oh, okay, we can do that, but we working on a food truck.
That's so sad. So how long after you started did you decide that you wanted to do like a brick and mortar, like a actual store? So
I'm inside of District Market. And inside of the District Market, which is on 200 Wayne Avenue, for y'all to come down there, it's like 5 or 6 full-time vendors. So we all have different things in there.
Okay.
But it was around 2021. I actually had a baby in 2021, so I kind of took a break. So gas was high. I really didn't want to keep driving because we're thinking about the times when I'm having this delivery service. I'm not delivering for 1 scoop. I promise you I'm not. I had to change my sizes to ounces and deliver by the ounce.
Right.
But people don't really want all of that ice cream at one time. And I have to think like a customer. So, you know, what would be better, an in-store location somewhere where people can come to me.
Exactly.
Versus me coming to them, and then now they can see what flavors I have versus seeing them on social media. They can see and eat with their eyes. Like, ooh, that look good. I want that. And that, and that, and that. And all of these mix-ins that come with it.
That's true. So, like you said, it started to get expensive. Did you have to adjust your pricing like from when you started? Has your prices stayed the same?
No, I did have to adjust my pricing. Since I was delivering by the ounces, that was more ice cream, so I had to charge more plus a delivery fee. And gas wasn't cheap during that time. But now I can alleviate a lot of those prices, and then you still had to pay for the, you know what I mean? Like everything comes into what you have to charge. So you're thinking of, I'm a one man business, so we're thinking of the lid, the spoon,
Exactly.
the container,
Exactly.
everything that all became into, now everybody don't want a lid. So I can kind of discount those prices in scoops. You get one scoop for 5, 2 scoops for 7, versus a small for 6 and a medium size for 14. So people like that.
And it becomes more of an experience when you actually can go in and get the ice cream. I feel like getting ice cream is an experience. Like you pick your flavors out. You look, like you said, eating with your eyes. So yeah, that was a good move. Like,
thank you.
Definitely with ice cream. Paperwork. Let's talk about like the background. Were you already experienced in that area, or did you have to do some research on how to actually the paperwork for your business?
So nobody really knows this, but I had a business before my ice cream business.
Oh, okay. What was that?
I was a CEO of Mid-Ohio Cleaning Capital, which was a residential and commercial cleaning company.
Okay.
So I kind of knew about that process, but I did not want to clean for the rest of my life. Like I did that when I was a kid. I'm doing that at home, and I don't like to share, so it was hard. It's hard for me to hire other people to pay other people.
Oh, so you was trying to do it all yourself?
Yeah. So, and I was getting more commercial properties than I was residential. So you need a team for that. But I had to really start hiring people. So my last contract, I remember I cleaned, and I'm not even gonna say the name, but I cleaned this facility, and it was the worst facility I've ever seen in my life, and people worked there. And when I came in there and I, did the quote, they literally just told me, like, show me the rooms. And when it came to the kitchen, they said, everything in here, just throw it out. And I'm looking in the refrigerator, and the stuff in the refrigerator is 8 years old. 8 years expired. So half of the stuff couldn't even, come out. And I think at that moment, I realized, this isn't my thing.
Was this like a food establishment?
It was not a food establishment.
Okay.
It was a warehouse.
A warehouse.
I can say it like that. Yeah, it was a warehouse. It's in Dayton for sure. But it was a warehouse. And I mean, it was terrible. And I done been in some, pretty dirty places. Don't get me wrong. I was a cleaning company, but that was by far the worst. Even sitting down, I didn't see how people sat down. I had to vacuum the chairs, and it was so much dirt and stuff coming out these chairs. I was like, and the people that I had to hire, it took us a while, hours. And it so happened that, so my boyfriend and I came up with that business together. And it was on his birthday, that day that we had to do the contract. We had to hire it was my sister, his dad, and I think I'm missing somebody else. And they felt so bad for us. I think they ordered us chicken because we was there for so long.
Oh my goodness. It wasn't worth the money after it was all said and done?
It was worth the money, but it wasn't worth my time. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like doing that.
Right.
And when you have a business, you gotta like what you do. I don't mind cleaning your grandma's house because she cool. She, so she kind of needs you. But y'all got to be kidding me.
Right.
Any job got to stay clean.
So you've been self-employed for a while.
Yeah, kind of sort of. I came up with that business 2019 or maybe 2018. It could have been 2018. But I always had a job. I always had supplemental income. So I kept a job until 2023. 2023, I said, all right, God, I'm about to just focus strictly on ice cream. But that, like you're saying, that's a lot of paperwork that's involved. When you're trying to elevate and get somewhere else, that's even more paperwork. That's going to different classes, dealing with, different companies that can help you write grants and business plans. Right now, this AI, that artificial intelligence, it help you a lot.
Do it.
If you tell that person to help you write a business plan and then tell them like what you're looking for, it will literally write you an entire business plan.
And I believe most like technology always has their perks, but I also think the perks be so good that we forget what it could be like, what bad about it.
Yeah.
What could be bad about it. Like when I was looking at, I was in a film, it's on Peacock, and I did some extra work on it. When I looked, I know it was only 30 people in this gym.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the movie, they had a gym full of people.
Mm-hmm.
It was all artificial intelligence. They had fake people in the stands, but they looked real. But that's like 200 jobs, you know,
right.
that could have went to real people, but
True.
was not. So I don't know. I feel like it has its good and its bad. But so you that's what you use artificial intelligence to?
Every now and then.
Okay.
When I can't get in a class or get seen by somebody else, I will.
What type of classes are you taking?
So they have business grant writing classes.
Mm-hmm.
I deal a lot with a Greater West Dayton incubator downtown.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Dayton Minority Business Association student.
I heard of them.
About that, I deal with those two.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of deal with those two. There's a lady I did connect with. She came into the district market. I can't think of her name. And she sends you different things that can help your company. I believe her name is Miss Etsy, if I'm not mistaken. But she does. She tries to help us in the community with our businesses. So lately, a lot of some programs don't really cater to food, so some programs are strictly for retail. You just gotta do your research and figure out, you know, what's out there for you.
So have you secured any business funding since you've been in?
I haven't.
You haven't?
Nope.
That's crazy because I think I didn't spoke to about 4 or 5 business owners, and none of them, I believe, said that they have.
Yeah. Now I know one. You know, I have a friend who has secured a couple of business funding opportunities, but I haven't.
So you everything in your business came out of pocket.
Yes.
And you've been in business for 3 years. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. That's a blessing.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Getting out the mud, using I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you gotta use your own money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So, yeah, but the thing about ice cream is it's slower in the winter months. So it's
That's
kind of like a
facts.
seasonal based. You know, I still get customers, but it's a lot slower in the winter. A lot of people are walking outside in the summertime, so things pick up in the summertime. So I feel like if I can stay down in the wintertime, then I'll be all right.
Right.
But I'm about to go get a job, though. I am about to get a job. It's just, why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So have you done that every year? So you said, hold on, wait. You said earlier that you stopped working this year.
I stopped.
So you're going to go back for the winter?
Yeah.
Like
No, I'm about to go
seasonally?
back, like
Full time?
next week.
Oh.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to work. I worked out a time to where I could serve my ice cream at the market later in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to work literally first shift. I was thinking about working third shift because literally working and having a business has its ups and downs. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you're exhausted. But think about the jobs that still have benefits. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
these jobs have 401k. They got all kind of different benefits for you. Versus you working for yourself and now you have to pay for all of that on your own. You know what I mean? So, and it's still income.
Yeah,
why
for
not?
sure.
You know what I mean? And if this is your business, so at where I'm located, my hours were closed Mondays and Tuesdays. So I'm still using Mondays and Tuesdays to work. Anytime that you're doing something regarding your business is considered work. Hours work. And I'm still doing it, but I don't mind it because it's my passion.
Exactly.
So you find the time because one day when it all breaks through, everything is going to be worth it. And then I'll quit.
Exactly. And it's all about sacrifices. My daddy always told me that.
Yeah.
You know, you got to make sacrifices to get where you want to be. So if you really passionate about your business, you're going to do what you got to do to keep it going.
Yes.
Consistency. You got to, like she said, she about to go get a job, but that job, that income is going to keep her passion going. So don't ever be ashamed to get that money to fund your dream or your passion, because consistency is key. It ain't about who do it best. It's a marathon, not a race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to stay in the game. You want to keep going. So that's what's up.
And these are my faster months. So I'm outside. I'm at these festivals and all that, and I'm still gonna work. But one thing I can say, you know, it sounds good, but I quit in a heartbeat.
No, for real.
I will quit and be like, yeah, I'm all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
because COVID taught me a lot. COVID taught me that you can spend decades with these companies and they will just, because that's exactly what they did to me. And it wasn't considered a layoff. They eliminated my entire position, period. Like, yeah.
Like you just a body, like you just really human capital to these companies, and it's crazy. I love
that job, so I took it real personal.
Yeah,
I was working at advertising. I thought I was a shit, and it was just, and it really taught me, but it helped me now. You know what I mean? That I own a business, but I really did like that job, and I really did put in work. And I was there for 5 years. And like I just said, I quit a job in a heartbeat. So I was there for 5 years. I just knew I was going to retire from there.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't
treat you like that.
Inkling that I was going to be terminated. It's just a regular day. And I'm getting on the computer and they're like, hey, go into this meeting right here. And it was like, hey, sorry, due to budget cuts and things like that, you know, we're going to just eliminate you. Like.
And I know it's hard to think like that, like, because you don't want to think like a job is nothing, because some people need work to sustain their life. You got to go do your 9 to 5. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
Yep.
Everybody isn't into the extracurricular things. Some people just want to go do their 9 to 5 and go home. But you do want to keep in mind that you don't want to break your back. You don't want to kill yourself. I was working at a job and a girl was literally breaking her back for this job. And I'm like, girl, listen.
Right.
Slow it down. They is not going, when you injure yourself, they're going to replace you. They're not going to give you no bonus for all of this work you're doing. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Like, listen, I'm going to come to work, but I ain't about to kill myself. I'm not about to overdo it, because they will replace you. You are just the body to most employers. I can't say that about all employers.
No, all employers.
No, I believe in my heart that it's some companies, maybe some small companies
that care,
but they still put their business first. I mean, that's just how it works.
I decided to pick up a job probably about a month ago, right? But unfortunately, I got into a car accident. Okay,
oh my goodness, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, me too. It's all right. But I got into this car accident, and I swear on everything I love, the next day, this job that I kind of just started working at. So it was like, y'all care for me, but I'm still like new. And they literally was like, hey, we know that you got into this car accident. By the way, can you bring us your uniform? And I'm like,
no, like firing you?
Yeah.
Girl.
But just because I got into this, so I'm like, dang, I got fired because I got into a car accident.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, nah, I can't give you your uniform back. I got blood on it, lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
but it's just like, if I could have given you your uniform, then I could have technically came to work.
Exactly.
But I'm in pain. You really haven't even asked me how I'm doing. Okay, you probably did, but he didn't care how I was doing, because once he did ask me how I was doing. And I did tell him I was in a lot of pain. Like, I'm in pain. I can't, you know, my card I don't have one, sir. And I was on my way to work. That's what the gag was. I was on my way to work to that job, and I got into a car accident, and I called him.
Exactly.
And everything.
So you was on your way to be their slave, and you got injured, and it wasn't important. Now you're not important. That showed you how valuable you can be to a company. Not valuable at all.
I didn't even want to work here. Like, and you got your nerve. Do you know who the fuck I am?
No, for real.
So I'm. It's like, fuck work, but I'm gonna go. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody, a lot of people in my generation, we got that mentality. Like,
no, that we listen. The millennials. We don't play that, and they know that. Yep. They know we don't play. We will leave. I wasn't planning on retiring from this bitch anyway. First of all, I done had 3 of you this year. So, but one thing I do want to say, I had to change my mindset when it come to working. Yeah. I had to believe that I was a business and I was being contracted by this company, because that feeling like a slave was really just messing with me mentally.
Yeah.
And same with me, like I work to sustain what I love doing, which is acting, which is writing, which is, you know, being in front of the camera and behind the camera. And I just have to think like, you know what? I am Abigail Israel LLC, and I am being hired by said company to perform said job today. And the minute that I can terminate this contract anytime I want to.
Ooh.
But it's just that change in mindset. Like, I don't work for them. I work for me. You know what I mean?
I like that. I need that.
Sometimes to motivate yourself, you gotta change the way you think, you know, because I used to be at work like, this can't be life.
No, for real. Give me one good reason why I'm
No,
supposed
for
to be
real.
here.
For
That's
real.
a lot of, like, I'm not a factory job type of person, but I'll work there during Christmas time and stuff. Or just if I just want to pick up a factory job. Sometimes I just,
because they're easy. Sometimes it could be easier to get.
And it's a real quick bag, real fast. And I'm literally on the line or whatever they call it, and I'm like, hell nah, and leave. Like, I'm about to go to the bathroom and leave that line.
What?
Where it is.
Ain't nobody worse than them warehouses, I believe. Anyway, them warehouses, they really don't care about you. Anybody can do your job. They'll put anybody there. They don't appreciate their people. No, for real. Yeah. They gonna have a few people there to watch the robots, the monitor, but they trying to get rid of everything. But yeah, I mean, that's facts. So where do you see your business being in the next few years? What's your goal, your vision?
You asked me at a time to where I don't know.
You don't?
Nope. And I say that because now that I'm in a brick and mortar, now that I'm like really doing it and I'm seeing what I like, because I have so many things on my menu, and I'm just seeing what I like and what I can't say what I don't, but what I know I can get bored with fast. And now I'm thinking of other ways, because I'm doing my research. I'm thinking of other ways that can make me unique. And selling ice cream and scooping it is fun and all. And I do make Sundays out of it, but I'm really thinking of something else.
Yes.
Like, it's dealing with ice cream. So ice cream is the head, but how I want to do it, where I want to go, where I want to be, I don't know. And that's what I'm really trying to pray on that. I'm really trying to pray on that, because it's like I want my steps to be aligned correctly, and I don't want to take 2 steps forward to be not 10 steps back. And I still want to always remain unique. Like, everything about me as a person is unique. My name is unique. Me being born on June 19th. Everybody ain't born on June 19th.
Right.
A lot of people is, but
right.
Everybody not born. This big damn mole I got on my face, unique. You know what I mean? Just a lot of stuff about me is unique. My personality is unique. So I gotta come hard when it comes to my business.
Right.
And I'm trying to really maintain that. Like, I just want to be unique and happy. Everything about what I got going on, I'm a very bubbly person with a great personality. So that has to be the head. So I'm considering a milkshake bar. I'm not gonna hold you. Everything, just not everything milkshakes, but kind of being standardized, just milkshakes, deluxe milkshakes. So
you basically know what you want to do. You want to be unique. You want to be different. You want to be innovative. You know that part. You just don't know exactly what specific things you're gonna do to exactly.
True. Yeah. Because I mean, I can get on a food truck. You know what I mean? I can be in a brick and mortar. Like, I can do both. I can do all kind of stuff with ice cream, fun things, and I just want to make sure my steps are on the up and up. But I still got to figure out what the end goal is at this point. Like, I crashed, I knocked a couple of goals down, but now that I'm standing where I am in life today, it's like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
And life is unpredictable.
Definitely, it's hard to prepare, but you can, just try to stay ready. Yes. You went to college. What did you go to college for?
I went to Bowling Green University. Okay. Bowling Green State University. I'm sorry, 2009. That's when I graduated high school. I went. Shit. How many years ago was that, girl? I don't know. I think I started off as a psychology major, if I'm not mistaken, or journalism. Okay. Because I know I changed my major, so I think I ended up changing my major, maybe like kind of as soon as I got there, to journalism. I wanted to be a food critic. Or just a critic.
And that's big right now.
And it wasn't that big back then.
It was not big back then.
It's crazy.
It was like 2 shows. Like, I don't remember the show, but he used to go to different restaurants. Because, the way a food critic has changed now. You had the one in the magazine or the newspaper or whatever, talk about the business. And then you had the shows where, the people would go to different restaurants. But now with the internet has like really changed so much stuff.
It really has. And I watch all of them. Everybody that's critiquing food, I'm watching all of them. I love them all. I'm sorry.
Who knew that watching people eat food was so, like, when did we discover this?
Right.
Like, it came out of nowhere, like, with a name and everything, mukbang. Like, we didn't know nothing about that. Like, this whole obsession with watching people eat is absurd. Like, and I love it. I love watching people eat.
And why do we like that?
I don't know. Something is weird.
And it just catches my attention, and I just be like,
it's better than actually eating sometimes.
Girl, I will pull it up on YouTube, sit my phone up like this, and be watching while I got my food. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to watch Be Lovelies a lot.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
my daughter
She
watching
changed the
her.
game.
Yeah, she did. I got my daughter watching her. We would eat what she ate like that,
but it don't be as good.
Don't.
I feel like when you watch a person eat the food and then you try to go get it, it is never as good as your mind. Your imagination is powerful, honey. That stuff you imagine in your head, it's never really how it tastes. I watch people eat crab legs all the time. I done had crab legs a million times. It ain't never tasted as good as it be looking.
She'd be eating though like other shit. Like she'd have 18 tacos sitting right there, and I'm like, bro, I'm about to watch her eat all these fucking tacos. And
tacos ain't never been that good.
But I ain't gonna lie, she started putting cucumbers on her tacos. That's how much I used to watch her there, man. She would put cucumbers on her tacos, and she changed the game with that in my life. Like cucumbers.
Are they good?
Oh my gosh. The bomb.
See, I thought she would just do it for the sound, like the crunch.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
But it's actually good. You taste.
Fire.
Wow.
It's fire. Nobody else in my house eats it, but they like, Mama, no. Like,
It don't sound
why are
good.
you putting cucumbers on there? Like, I don't know. Try it. It's really good. It's very good, and it actually makes me want to not even put meat in my taco unless it's like a shrimp taco or something. It's like a good. What's that?
Vegan. Yeah.
I ain't no vegan now.
Well, yeah, because I watching her eat that sauce with all that onions and all of that stuff in there, it be looking so good. But I tried to make it 45, 50 different times. It's never all of that.
And it does not help with the losing weight process.
Oh, yeah, well,
because that
clearly.
Yeah,
I
ain't
don't
never
know.
been as big. And I blame it on everybody on the internet. And not just mentioning people that sit and have the mukbangs or whatever, just people who are making recipes.
Oh my goodness.
Like there's a girl, I can't even think of her name. She just be making these recipes, and I go home and make it like that shit with TikTok and stuff like that. I'm like, I have to make that for dinner, and that's all I see. I don't know if it's anybody else's phone, but that's all I see on my phone is food.
I'm glad you brought that up because I want to tell people what you like. Everybody should know this already, but
true.
I think I've heard a lot of men complain about what they see in their timeline. I heard a dude say, all y'all, it was a stat, he said, all girls do on Instagram is shake ass on Instagram. Yeah. What he don't realize is that when I scroll through my Instagram, I don't see no ass shaking. The reason you see ass shaking is because you done like 4 or 5 ass shaking videos. Yeah. So now Instagram is saying, here, this is what you like. So now, in his mind, it ain't nothing going on online besides ass shaking, but that's not true. Yeah. So what you like will definitely populate in your feed. So when you see a bunch of negative podcasts bashing men or bashing women, that's because that's the stuff you've been liking. That don't mean the whole world hates men or the whole world hates women. True. Just have to take that detour.
That's so interesting that you say that because for me it's different on every social media that I have. But so Instagram is businesses and it's food. That's what it is. I don't follow a lot of celebrities and stuff, so it's just like food businesses and just people that I know. Facebook lately, I ain't gonna hold you, dead people been popping up on my timeline.
Yeah, I would have
like funerals.
Oh no.
And why am I watching them? And like
that's why I keep popping up.
Like, and I'm not liking them or anything, but I'm sitting here watching this person like I know who they are, and then I done took
a whole funeral.
Further. I'm Googling who they are to figure out who they are. Like, y'all don't care how they died.
That is crazy.
And what's crazy is the people that are recording these damn funerals. That's what we need to be talking about.
Like, why are y'all showing me this?
Tripod over here and directly in front of these people's face. The casket though. And I'm like,
This is so
They
funny.
better not do that at my damn funeral. I'm not gonna end up on no fake.
Girl, why are you sitting there watching? I'm so weak.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's why you'll be so surprised where like you can find your niche, because you could start recording some random stuff, posting it, and you never know who's actually gonna watch it. Like,
yep. Back in my ghetto days, fights. A lot of fights popped up on my timeline. Food still, but yeah, like for the past couple months.
I get a lot of music on Instagram, like music, and then I think like girls that like influencer girls that do clothes. I like a good makeup. I like a good wig, good hair, nice baby hairs, nice little outfit. I like that. So I think I get a lot of those type of girls, like Des Dior, the influencer girls that post their outfits every day. So
yeah, that's like TikTok.
Yeah,
like I look a lot at stuff a lot on TikTok.
And
I see a lot of people like influencers on TikTok.
Have you started marketing on TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can do it a lot more. And Facebook Reels, I need to work on that too. But I can't. TikTok is a lot. Like
TikTok is a lot.
Videos, these are handcrafted.
These people are cinematographers at this point. Like they really, the young generation don't even know. From what I heard is that it started with Vine. Vine really taught that generation. I missed the Vine era. Did you?
I did too. No, I didn't.
Okay, I missed the Vine era. I don't know when it happened. I don't know. I missed the whole Vine era. Yeah.
I don't even know when that was, but
I don't either.
I remember them saying Vine, but I can't even think of like a Vine.
Yeah, video. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can remember one Vine video, and I thought it was extremely funny, but I don't remember the Vine era. But they said Vine is what like opened the door to Musical.ly, which eventually became TikTok.
Yes.
And it's like quick 15-second videos but you have to like be funny as shit in this 15 seconds. You know what I mean?
For real.
And I think it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of these people. These when a person showing you their meal and they done did all of this craziness just to show you a meal, I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all what y'all go through just to post y'all meal.
Fast, like a recipe, because you only got 60 seconds. I don't know.
Because it's all about the look of it. They just wanted they know we gonna want to ask more questions. Like, but what type of season is that? Because you didn't even say that.
You're right.
But the comment section, they want that to fill up. So of course. Yeah. But yeah, I really love this new era. But I'm having issues also with learning how to market on TikTok and Facebook. I've been on Facebook since 2002, and like since Facebook started. Yeah. Because Facebook used to be for colleges.
It was.
And I was on there when it was for colleges because I had a friend that was in college. But I getting to where Facebook is about business is hard. Because Facebook was always the personal app. Your friends, family, cousins, aunties. So I'm having an issue with getting into that. They just might need to teach a class.
Right.
So we can get into that. So this is what I asked a lot of my guests, about 2-3 questions that I asked everybody. When you were younger, around let's say 8 years old, you remember 8 years old?
8. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
What grade is that?
Third, for if you started on time.
Okay, 3rd grade. Gotcha.
What did you want to be when you got older?
Probably a doctor. Something traditional. That everybody said.
Why you say that?
Because I didn't know.
What did you like doing?
At 8? I don't know.
You don't remember?
Playing. Just being a people person. I ain't gonna lie. Just playing. I was really into my grandma.
Grandmas are important. We need to bring grandmas back. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, for real.
They ain't went nowhere, but it just seemed like the dynamic has changed.
I love my grandma. She passed away in 2019, but that was my girl. So back in those years, I was like just all grandma. I mean, I was a family person, but I just remember my grandma. But I do remember, them saying, "What you gonna be when you grow up?" Maybe I said a lawyer. But it was something very traditional, like doctor, lawyer, whatever. I didn't know what I liked until I got kind of in high school.
And what was that?
Shit. Funny.
You play too much. She get on my nerves. She like, shit, funny.
For real, I wanted to be on the radio. In high school, I just always said it. It was in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, I want to. If I could be on the radio, I want to be a radio personality.
Okay.
My middle name, I have the worst. I still got it, but I have the worst middle name in the world.
And what's
I
that?
hated it. I'm not telling you.
I think we should get an exclusive.
It's Baudet.
That is pretty.
That is the most.
I like that. How you spell it?
Baudet, like Boday, capital B.
I don't like the spelling, but I like the
like
name.
Baudet. But my mom was dead. So my mom passed away when I was 2. I would have loved to ask her, why the fuck did you name me that? Why? But my dad said she wanted to be unique. Everything about me, she wanted to be unique. Mm-hmm. So it's like you really did it. You definitely did that. So in my older years, when I graduated high school, I lied to everybody. Told them my middle name was Rosalind. My friend Andrea, shout out to Andrea. Her middle name was Rosalind, and I just took it like that's my middle name. Until I graduated, and they was like, at graduation, I was like, Hanisha, Baudet Wortham. Everybody was like, what? What type of shit is that? So I said that to say I always had a thing in the back of my mind. If I was going to be on the radio, my radio personality name was going to be Bodacious.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, like that was just like a thing.
That was you. Yeah, I like that.
I got a bodacious personality. Mm-hmm. That's some weird ass shit. That's gonna make you want to listen to me. Like, who is this? But Bodacious is a cool name.
It is.
Like, there ain't nothing wrong with it. So, but I wanted to study people. So I'm in the midst of loving people. I love it. I feel like I just love everybody in the world. Mm-hmm. And if you piss me off, then I don't like you anymore. But, I was just stuck in between. I want to study people and figure out why do you do what you do. Because it's not to say that what you do is wrong. Mm-hmm. It's what made you think it's
exactly. I'm the same way.
But at the same time, I still wanted to talk to people. Mm-hmm. Podcasting wasn't a thing.
Like it just
like it is now.
Never heard of it before.
So I just literally wanted to be on like 92.1 or Tom Jordan Morning Show. Right. Like put me on there. I got some shit to say. And I went to college 2009, Bowling Green State University. I had my daughter. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna say it kind of threw me off, but it kind of threw me off.
How old is your baby now?
She's 13.
My daughter's 13.
Yeah, so
you had a baby in 2010. Okay.
Yep, April 17th.
Girl, my baby's birthday April 19th.
Really?
Yes.
Girl, so you know the trenches. Yeah. You know the trenches. Because it was the trenches. It wasn't the trenches, but I still wanted to be young.
We were young.
Yeah,
like we were definitely.
What?
Listen, I say this all the time. I was still a kid when I had my daughter.
Facts.
Age does not make you grown. I hate when people say, you grown now. 18 is not grown. Grown is a mental state. Now, you may be an adult. Legally, you're an adult, but actually a grown-up and able to, nothing changed from 17 to 18. Like, right. It's not like you just wake up on your birthday and be like, oh, I'm an adult. I can. Right. No. True. So, yeah, it was a learning experience. And your oldest, when you have a child that young, I was 19, that's different.
It was.
I don't have no other kids, but I just can't imagine how, like, because my oldest baby, like, man, that's my girl.
Yeah, that's my girl. Like, I'm going to be like, that's my dog. And now like, she's getting older, we're getting tighter like glue. You know what I mean? Because now she understands.
Yes.
And now she's proud of the little things that I'm doing. Okay. Because she's seeing, like, oh, dang, mommy. But now she at the age where she trying to be in my business too much.
Oh, yeah.
and you think I'm one of your little friends. I ain't one of your little friends. Right. But, yeah, it was very hard. I didn't know what I was doing. And granted, my daughter was a preemie, so she wasn't due till July. I had her literally at 24 weeks pregnant. She comes here before my finals.
And you're in college.
I was in college. It was like transitioning. So I was due to have her after freshman year was over. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what happened. She was born like 2 weeks before finals, and she was in a NICU for 2 months. And they rushed us. So I was in Bowling Green, obviously. They rushed us to Toledo. So I gave birth to her in Toledo Children's. I don't know nobody out there. Right. They had the Ronald McDonald House. Right. So they allowed me to stay at the Ronald McDonald House. I snuck back to campus just to take my finals so I wouldn't get it incomplete in class. Because I just, I didn't want to leave like that. So I tried to do what I could, but that was very hard. I'm not going to say it was like so hard to where I was like homeless because I still had it in me. To when I gave birth to her, I was crying like I just want to be a good mom.
Me too.
Like,
I did the same
I don't
thing.
care what happens. I just want to be a good mom. Baby daddy was shit. He left. Like he was gone because it was so abrupt. I mean, we knew I was pregnant, but I mean she came so early. I can't. Now that I'm older, I ain't gonna say I can't blame him because I can. You know, half on a baby, but he just left. Like, damn, that was quick. But this nigga moved all the way back to where he was from, and left us high and dry. That was it.
And okay, that's
that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying that had everything to do with the trenches, growing up with her, because it's me and her. If she don't know nobody else, she knows me and her. She still has that mentality. You said you didn't have any more kids. I got 3 others. Oh, so she feel like she damn near the mama too.
Right.
And I didn't put her in position like that. You know, she's still a child. She's still in extracurricular activities, but she still like
has that older. You know, she the oldest.
Yep, she the boss.
Yeah,
she the boss. So even if it's like little stuff like, let me see your teeth. You ain't brush your teeth. All the way go brush your teeth. And something that I would say.
Yeah. Because they watch us. Forget what we say.
Yeah.
Your kids watch you. They gonna do what you do.
Yes.
I promise you. It irritates me sometimes.
Facts.
But like, girl, I said do this, but she's gonna. Kids do what they see.
Yeah.
When did you have to make the decision to just like I'm gonna go another route?
So I stayed in Bowling Green for about 2 years, so until she was 2, and then after that, I ain't gonna lie, I just got so broke and down and out and discouraged. I moved back to Dayton. I moved back to Dayton, and I went back to Wilberforce. Wilberforce University had a Klein program. That is what I needed at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm about to join the Klein program, and you could get your bachelor's in like 18 months, but your previous credits that you had, as long as they were transferable, they would transfer, and it'll shorten your time if you need to.
Yeah.
I love that program. So I started back in maybe like 2017, 2018-ish. And I don't know why. It's so funny. I had one more term left and just didn't go back.
I can relate.
Why? Now that I'm looking back, I was a business major, right? So I took the classes. I got the books, but I got what I need now.
Okay.
and I started my business. Simultaneously, I had came up with Mid-Ohio Cleaning Capital. So I'm applying the knowledge that I have, and I figured out I can do this.
Right. I don't need the piece of paper. I can start a business now. Like, I don't have to wait.
Yeah. So I still got my books. My accounting class was hard, but I got a C in that. C's get degrees though.
Right.
I didn't finish. And it's okay.
And it is okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. A lot of people I know that got degrees ain't doing nothing with them.
Listen, a degree ain't nothing but a certificate to go be a slave, if you ask me. A lot of the stuff you need to be self-sufficient, be a business owner, entrepreneur, do your passion. Most of the stuff, unless you're trying to be a doctor, engineer, or something very technical, you can do that on your own.
True.
You know, Kanye West is the richest black man in America right now, right? Am I wrong? I think Kanye West is the richest. He was last year. He was the richest black man in America, and he doesn't have a college degree. And most of the people on the Forbes list don't have college degrees. Like, it's really about what's in you, and what you willing to sacrifice and how hard you willing to go. So,
like,
don't forget that
there's a career for everybody.
It is.
I'm not gonna go to nursing school.
I don't think it's for me either.
I'm not gonna be no nurse. But nurses make that bag. They're making that money right now.
And it takes a special type of person to. There's some people that are in that field, in every field, that really aren't made for it. But the people who really get enjoyment from being a nurse, they are heaven sent, because it's not easy. And it's just a mess.
I have a couple family members that are nurses. They doing that damn thing. It's just not me. Yeah. That's not me. So I don't need no degree for what I need to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Unless I wanted to continue being a psychology major, then I would.
Yeah.
Now when it comes to journalism, no.
You don't.
I've learned that it's literally about networking. My high school taught me how to network.
Yeah.
I went to DECA, Dayton Early College Academy. They taught us how to get in front of people, put your good clothes on, do your hair, brush your teeth, have a portfolio, network, you know what I mean? Do that and don't be scared. And the right conversation with the right person to get you what you need.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, literally, I said something to you. Like, and technically,
she did.
I wanted to be on the radio. You know what I mean? And I reached out to you like, hey, girl, y'all remember me? We was neighbors.
Right. We were neighbors. And it's so crazy because when she inboxed me, I for some reason, I just didn't put it together. And we got here, I'm like, she said, this is what happened. I said, what's your real name? Because you said she has a Facebook name.
Right.
She said her name, and her name is so unique that I looked at her. I said, she said, yeah, you know me. I'm like, Hanisha. Like, I didn't know that was her until she said her name. Because sometimes I just be like moving. I'm a robot sometimes. I moved away.
Because I did not see you. So I seen your sister a couple times, but I didn't see you. You know what I mean?
I was like, raising that child, girl.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes, but
it really is.
Last question I want to ask you: when you are trying to get yourself motivated, I ask everybody this because I'm a hip hop head. I'm a music head. Period. It ain't just hip hop.
Okay.
But what's a song that gets you motivated? Like a song that you play when you really trying to get in your bag. Like,
okay, lately it's 7 a.m. in Atlanta by Peasy.
Okay, I don't know if I heard that song.
I'm not gonna hold you. Have you heard that song? Yeah, come on now.
Okay, we're gonna add that to the playlist.
Getting up in the morning, and I'm listening to that. It gotta be some hood Detroit shit,
Period.
like some selling drugs type of shit.
I love a pretty hood chick. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So
right, and you slanging these pounds of
Yeah.
ice cream.
Talk about it. That's
like,
how I feel.
You got that white.
I got a couple plays.
And that pink. And that blue. And that what you need. I got it. Pull up.
I'm not listening to gospel. I love the Lord. But to get up and get motivated, I just not right now. I need something that's gonna get me up and get there. And it's not R&B at that moment. I get into that, but I really gotta hear some.
Listen, that trap music, it make you, I don't know, it do something to you. Like when I listen to certain rappers talk about stuff, like stuff I don't even know, I be having to Google some of that shit. Like, what is that? Okay, yeah, because that's what we doing.
For real.
Like Future is one that, let me tell you, he is such a hood, fancy, what is it called? Luxury. I love it. Like he be talking about some stuff that I ain't just never heard of. You know, when he first got to talk about the PJ, and I found out he was talking about a private jet, I'm like, period, Future. Yeah, I'm about to get this money. We gonna be on the PJ.
I went to his concert. I went to his concert this year.
Did you? Was it fire?
Oh yes. And then he bought out ESTG, so that was good.
I like ESTG. ESTG starting to get that Pennywise hairline. He need to get that fixed. He was sexy. I don't like that.
He was sexy.
I don't like that Pennywise hairline. It really throws me off. But I'm so thankful for you coming today.
Thank you.
Gemini season, period. Hold up. There's so many Geminis in the room.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm the best one in the world. Let's just put that on record.
Let me tell y'all before we go. I love Geminis. I ain't never met a Gemini that wasn't cool down to earth, but I believe that every Gemini got that crazy in them. I don't believe nobody gonna out crazy a Gemini. I say that all the time.
Absolutely.
Like they are the coolest, but just you never know when you gonna push that button and get that
as
Jekyll.
long as we can admit that we have those
Yeah.
personalities, we good.
Yeah.
But me and my boyfriend, we both Geminis.
Oh,
Our
okay.
birthday is 5 days apart, so that right there is some shit. Like we are the best of friends, but we are the worst at anything.
Y'all bump heads.
And it don't take nothing to be like, are you on that shit? Are you? All right, well, I'm finna switch over to this.
Yeah, because it can go there. Because
It can go
listen,
there.
Left Eye, she burned down that man's house because he wasn't answering the phone.
Yeah, I
Like,
ain't doing all.
it wasn't that deep.
I'm not doing all.
Tupac shot a police officer for a nigga he didn't even know. Love Tupac, but you ain't even know that man. Like we go down the Gemini line, it's kind of Kodak Black.
Ooh,
You know.
spicy. Okay, but she giving bad examples.
Like we don't know. I don't know with them Geminis, but it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Hopefully you come back and chat with us. Let us know what's new with the business. Don't forget to shop. If you are in the Dayton area, stop by the
ma'am.
District Market.
Yes.
Get you some Moo Ice Cream.
Yep. District Market, 200 Wayne Avenue, is located at the corner of 4th and Wayne. We got Moo homemade ice cream in there. We literally got everybody in there. Cheesecake Lab. We have Fruitlicious fruit displays. We got sisters. We got hot food in there. We got shelf vendors in there. We got everybody in there. So
Okay, and drop your handles, your Instagram, all your business info.
okay, so I am at Facebook and Instagram, by the way, at Moo Ice Cream Company. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, I think it's Moo Ice Cream.
I think my Twitter is Moo Makes Ice Cream. Yep. At Moo Makes Ice Cream on my Twitter. That is where you can find me. I have my pictures of what I post or what I have, like my menu for the week, because I change weekly. Sundays, whatever funny things I'm offering right now. Ice cream nachos is a thing.
Yes, I seen that. That looks so good.
That up there, you know what I mean?
I seen you post that you was gonna add that, and I'm like, oh my God, that's what I'm saying. Like, eating with your eyes, that is so real, because it ain't nothing but vanilla ice cream and caramel, but it just looked like it's something different.
It's
like it looked, like it's something different. It looks so good. So yeah, man, support my girl. Drop down in the comments what you enjoyed, what you took away from this podcast, and we're gonna be picking somebody to, you know, give them some dollars to go spend with my girl at District Market Moo Ice Cream. We're gonna give $20 to go get you some ice cream, a few scoops to go spend with my girl. So all you gotta do is be following us on Instagram, which is Ladies Night Out Podcast. Yep. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Ladies Night Out. And like this video and comment and tell us what you like. And $20 to go get you like 4-5 scoops for my girl.
$20.
I don't know if that's enough. But she like,
that's a couple milkshakes. That's a good amount. So you better hop on that.
Yeah, so let get with us, y'all. This has been amazing. Yes. And this is Ladies Night Out. See y'all next time.
Thank you for having me. It's my birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Don't leave that out.
For the people. All right, we done.